Hi, baby. Hey, Watson. Oh my goodness, you just did not do that. Well, I guess I shouldn't be calling Pugsley Watson, but still, Pugsley, bad puppy. I literally just got in from work. I sat down. The dog just ran in here. I didn't realize my bag had fallen on the floor. And I look over and he lifted a leg. Mr. Pugsley! He literally had just been outside. He'd already been outside. James already took him outside, but James had to go out to the front of the house. So he lifted his leg and peed on my bag. He sure as heck did. Luckily, I was able to wipe it off immediately. But that bag shall never be on the floor again because if it is, I need to get some vinegar. You know, seriously, dog. He's protesting. We are home much later than we should be. We had to work late. We just got in. He's like, I'm hungry, I'm tired, and I know he already went outside, but I cannot. Red-handed, y'all, red-handed. Christiana, hello. Hey, Apple Blonde. Um, yeah, I don't even catch that. Was it? This is Pugsley. Yes, Pugsley did it, but I yelled at him instinctively. I yelled at him and called him Watson because Watson used to do this too. Our boy dogs, especially the pugs. Okay, car alarm just went off. That's okay. Car alarm just stopped again. Oh my gosh, protesting because their favorite human is not in here with them. He's outside. He's making sure the other car works because we have to take two different cars to work tomorrow because he has to go to a convention and I have to go to the office and just getting home now. That's how your week is. Oh yeah, just getting home now. I have to tell you though, hey Robin, today was like worth the month of suffering to get to this point. The Monday drama, the Tuesday drama, today it all worked. Now we had drama. We had to make it as simple as possible. Many parts of data had to come together in a format that they didn't like to talk to each other. When they should talk to each other, we had to make them talk to each other. So we had to transform a bunch of stuff about a billion times to get it into the right format, to export, to import, to export it. I mean, literally, to let it to get into the format that the one program can read. And technically, they're supposed to all like each other. Lies, all lies. If anybody gives you let me put it this way: when we're working, and if anything just comes in and just works, we're like, what's wrong? There's no way this is just working. There's no way there's not a problem. There isn't a data issue. Something's not in the wrong file. Something's not in the wrong projection. There's no way that this is completely okay. So anytime anything just works the first time, we're like, this is not right. Something is wrong. It's like, oh my God, that's my week. That has literally been my week. Hey, Katie. I'm trying to find my nose pad things I bought for my um glasses because the ones I put on there, the first set, they've already come off. And my glasses all day today have been trying to fall down my nose. And I have more than one, but do I know where I put them? Or do I remember what I did? Shot. Mr. Pugsley, you can stop screaming. He's like, nope. I'm sure you guys can hear him, but he is mightily protesting the State of the Union that his favorite human is not in here with us. He's very sad. He's very sad. Yeah, so today has been one of those. It was actually fun. I was actually looking forward to coming. Oh, here it is. Yay, nose pads. Pads, because my glasses have been falling off my face all day today. It's been really a little frustrating because I have a flat bridge, and I know there's no other real way to fix it other than this nose pad situation. Um, Even if I got my glasses refit, it's just the way it is. You know? Please let me know if the dogs are that annoying. Hello, Dawn. Who's Dawn? Hey, I have nose pads for my glasses, and my glasses keep falling off my face because my nose pads came off, and now I have to reattach them. But is there a James? Pugsley? My little dog has been barking nonstop because his favorite human is outside. When I mean outside, I mean in the front of the yard. And he's barking. And then he came into my bag room. Yeah, I see you. No, no, Pugsley. Like, you can't do that again. No. Sorry, I didn't mean to yell at you guys, but Mr. Pugsley um, lifted his leg and decided to pee on some stuff in my bag room. Luckily, the box and the bag he hit, I was able to pick up. Normally, I do not keep bags at all on the floor ever because Mr. Watson used to do this too. It's a pug problem. They like to mark their space. They're like, smells different. It needs to be smell. Like, no, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. Hi. I don't mean to be so frantic, but oh my gosh, that was my $500 bag. I'm very stressed out. You have a narrow bridge. I have a flat bridge. See? So my other glasses fit me perfectly, and I should have just gotten that pair, but I love this pair so much that I just wanted to get, I wanted these, so what I have to do is I have a alcohol swipe. So the alcohol swipe is to take the oil off of the plastic. And honestly, what I should do is get some sanding paper and then sand the plastic on the glasses, right? And then you put the adhesive pad, this adhesive, um, to put the silicone pad on there so it doesn't slip off. But hello, Winnie. Hello, hello. Hi, Ronnie. I have a bunch of stuff to talk to you about because I want to talk to you about this bag that I bought that I am so in love with. Ronnie bought it, and then she found this one for me. I couldn't find one to save my life. She bought one, and then she said, Jackie, I found another one. It's in leather. I think you might like it. So I contacted the person who had it listed on Mercari, and it's really hard to find. The store company we're talking about is called Mad Bag, and it is an Italian company. And the Birkin Mad or Birkin Mad is the bag the style of bag I'm talking about, and I got in the 40. And Ronnie has it in. Probably didn't do that right. Good enough. They'll last a week or two, and they'll come off. Oh my gosh! At least my glasses are on there. Hello. So there's Dawn, there's Ronnie, luxational glasses, and some glasses always slip down my nose. Yes. So if you buy these nose pads, these are silicone adhesive nose pads. You can put them on your plastic frames and it will stay. But this one only lasted about a week or two before they came off. Now, as I said, the best case scenario is if you take the plastic, you wipe the plastic glasses off with alcohol, and then you rough it up with some sandpaper or sanding an emery board, anything to rough up the plastic, so that when you put the plastic silicone adhesive pad on there, it will stay. The problem with it not doing that, which is what I have, heat will make it melt a little bit, and there's nowhere for the adhesive on there to go, so it slips. So to make it stop, so the best thing you should do is slightly score the plastic. Okay. I have a couple people. So anyway, but I want to talk to you about this pig. And by the way, if y'all haven't seen Morella's Instagram post, she has a Coach Tabby chain family, not just one, a family. Family. They're her favorite bag. Where did I get the nose pads? Dawn, I got them off Amazon. I'll send you the link. Remind me if I forget. Because I had to go looking for them and I liked these ones and they came in a set. I think it was like $12 for I don't know, two little I think it was $12 for 12. I mean, they're not that they're surprisingly they don't sell these at Walgreens. Like you'd think they would, but they don't. Um Pugsley. I'm sorry about my dogs. I don't know if you can hear him. Where did you get so anyway, let me show you. Don't pee in my room. Yeah, you did that. You did that. I'm sorry that your perfect human is not here with you. Oh, hello, Miss. Now and now Wednesday's crying. Really, I am third class citizen in this house. It is Pugsley, Wednesday, James, and Jackie. Jackie fourth. Jackie is fourth. Whatever. So let me show you this bag. I unboxed it. I did a video yesterday, but it won't come out. It's not even, I haven't even scheduled it to come out. But Ronnie bought the bag in suede. And then she found this listing for me. I contacted the person on Mercari and said, hey, is this the 40 centimeters? Because there's two sizes. There's a small size and a big size. And I wanted the big size because I needed a bag for my computer. Oh my gosh. When Ronnie showed me hers, I was like, I love it. It's more surprisingly, hers is the suede and it's more structured than mine. Mine is the leather and it's more slouchy. But let me show you. If you saw my Instagram photo, you've seen it. Um, but this, my friend, is called the Berkey Mad by Mad Bag. This is in olive, is in leather. And I'm going to start taking some stuff out of it. This strap came from Latina, and I will tell you, this strap makes a difference. This strap makes a huge difference. This is the strap it comes with. This is a little bit on the. I put too much stuff in my bag. Oh, it's heavy because what I have in here, guys. It is heavy. Because look at what I got in this thing. This is why I needed a giant bag. My regular laptop bags were not able to support this because this is the textbook I'm taking for my test I'm taking for my certification. So this is my computer components, right? So without the textbook, I have documents, 3 notebooks, my laptop, which is very large. This is 13 inches. This is why I needed this bag. So, but when this only has this in here and not the textbook, I can close this the way it's meant to be closed. And let me show you as I try to close it. Because this is heavy. Because I'm telling you, my laptop is a behemoth. It's not because it's old. It's because of what software and hardware I have to use to run the work I do. Right. So it is a very expensive, not your nice slim Chromebooks, not your really awesome little okay, I'm gonna have to put this down to do. Under the flap. I didn't know yours had suede. Oh yeah, so the flap is leather because the top is the top flap is leather, so the under of it is suede, so it's full grain in that regards. The interior of the bag, and I'll show you that better when I can, is fabric lined, but the top flap is, and I like this so much, guys. I thought that the zipper closure or zipper on the top was ridiculous. Like, who needs that? Nobody needs that. Apparently, I need that. I did not know I needed it until I had it. Okay, I have too much stuff in here. It's still not closing the way it should because of my documents. Okay, well, actually, it might just be my computer's too. I think it's my computer, to be honest. It's too tall. Okay, so this is as close as it's going to get with the computer. Without the computer, this will close properly, but it's fine because it has its threads through here. Here are my two little laboo-boos. And so it can expand, but look at how if I take this off and unthread this, do you see how this is attached? These two extremely heavy duty rivets. Um, well, Jennifer Ashford is my friend. My sister is Jennifer Joyce. Um, but look at this. Isn't this cool? This is what makes a difference. Now, all those other Birkin with a strap have a grommet with a hole. No, this is real heavy duty leather reinforced. Um, I do carry my Ricky bags, Dawn, but I don't carry them to work because they're not big enough for my behemoth of a laptop. So this is what this looks like on the side view, right? So without this aftermarket strap. But what I loved about this is when you have this at the office, when I'm not carrying my laptop in it, you can do quick access. You never really have to unbuckle the front. You can just throw something in there. Let's say you want to pull out your notebook, you just do that. And then you can just stuff it in there, grab your bag, run down the hallway to the next meeting, which is what we do all the time. Yes, we don't have offices. We have open concept, which just means open cubicles. But then every time you're in a meeting, you have to go into a meeting room because if you're talking to other people from other parts of the state, you can't just be talking on the production floor because people, have to be working there. You can't just have a meeting. So we have telemeeting. So anyway, this is the bag. Let's close the top a little bit. So let me get my textbook back in here because this is going to have to go with me to the office for the next 2 days. Hopefully by this weekend, I will never have to carry this book again. Yes, I have read the entire book. I have outlined and I have read this entire book. It was a lot. I still have to get some help with some of the mathematics. I'm still having to Google some of how do I do this? And my engineering friend, I'm like, engineering friend, can you help remind me about this mathematical thing I can't remember since, it's been 20 years, really. Hello. Um, but why, what, Keith? Jackie, I got a huge new cubicle. Nice. I don't want to have a huge new cubicle. I have the same cubicle I've always had. Keith, always looking for RL Ricky bags, says Dawn. Jackie, when you carry that much stuff, you need a backpack. Carrying that much weight on your shoulders, crime against your body. I know. I know. This is why I have shoulder problems. This literally is why I have shoulder problems. But it's honestly hard for me to get a backpack on because of the weight distribution. I only carry this bag like this to a meeting room and for a short distance. I cannot go to a conference with this, okay? This is too heavy. I do not take my laptop to conferences. My laptop is something I have to do for production work, meetings in the office, but like at a convention, I will not take this laptop. This laptop will come out because this laptop is heavy, very heavy, extremely heavy. No. So anyway, this is the Mad Bag, and this bag's amazing. Now, it sells for $3.89 or something, but if you go onto the website, it's an Italian company. It's only been around for 2 years or something like that. You have to go and change the language to English, and then you have to go. If you put your subscription and put your email in there, they'll send you a discount or whatever. And I think your first order is 10% off or something. But I bought mine used, so I saved a lot of money. So by getting this off Mercari, and believe me, Ronnie and I have looked. We looked for these bags. They're not that easy to find. The listing doesn't even come up when you say Mad Bag because all this other stuff comes up. It's not really popular. It's really weird. It's called Birkin Mad. Berkey Mad. It's the name of the style of this bag. They have some other bags. If their other bags are as beautiful as this bag, it's worth it. So this is the 40 centimeter with a strap. This thing is amazing. Like, I cannot tell you how amazing this bag is. I love it. Love it. So this is going to be my work bag forever. Marc Jacobs who? You know that other tote bag I had? No. This one. This is the one. This is the end all and be all. And I still actually have one more coming in the mail because I have been looking for a bigger, because most of the time, like even the medium, the tote bag is not big enough because of my computer is too big. It's actually too tall. I mean, you can see it right here. It's above this bag, or this from the base of this bag. So this thing is, so when I'm carrying it to and from the office, I use a shoulder strap. When I'm carrying it to the conference room, I just carry it by the handles, and it's okay. But eventually I will not be having to carry, I do not have to carry this bag back and forth every day. I do not have to carry my laptop to and from work. I have two computers, y'all. I have a workstation that is stationary with a giant tower for processing. And then I have my little laptop that I have to do on the fly when I'm having to run to do Teams and run other programs and processes and do worky things. So it's a little bit equipment heavy. Okay, so this is the bag I used today. Now y'all will see. I quit my job to get one of those granny shopping carts the Asian grandmas take out take outside the market. Don, I hope you got a huge new paycheck with that cubicle. Yes, we have some work news, y'all. In my work life, um, we are going back to working in the office full time. I have never stopped working in the office full time, other than that one period of time about the when the pandemic hit. You know, we had to, because my production work, the work I do at this for the state, the equipment is not only just specialized, it is very much you cannot move it, right? And when we had the equipment in our own private homes, it was understood that you don't break it, because if you break it, you know, there's no warranties on these things. So it was nerve-wracking for the 15 months we were working from home with this very high-end equipment here. So when we were able to get it back in the office, I was a sigh of relief. When I'm talking expensive, the digital mouse I use to input data is like $1,500. Just the mouse. Just the mouse. So I didn't want this equipment in my house. I want it in the office. Um, so I've never really been remote. So for that first 15 months, sometimes if I work from home, it's because I have training or something I can do via Teams or with my laptop. But my actual work, the processing I need is at the office, specialized equipment. So anyway, um, they sent us back full time in July. Well, what is happening to us? By the end of this month, everybody in our office will be full time in the office, which I don't understand. It's gonna be so weird because people were hired since the pandemic times to work with the understanding that they were able to work remotely. Some people work remotely full time. Some people live in a different state. I'm like, what's going to happen to them? You know, all of a sudden we have this mandate that says you must all work in location. Does that, I mean, we have offices all over the state, you know, but that doesn't mean, well, okay. I'm going to stop talking about this because I'm getting too far into my real work and I don't really want to go there. This might be something I talk about in my members live later, but for right now, let's talk bags. So I used this beautiful bag today. This bag has a con, okay? This bag has a con. I love it. James, you will not believe what your dog did.
What?
He walked right in here. My elephant bag had fallen, and he lifted his leg and he peed on it. Do you see where that orange rag is? And you see that box?
Uh-huh.
I cleaned it as fast as I could. Like, he just lifted his leg and looked at me and peed. And I did call him Watson because for a minute there I thought I was looking at Watson. And he has been barking nonstop because you have been, oh, well then we'll figure it out. It's, we haven't moved it in a while, so we do have roadside on that one. This is one of those weeks, y'all. This is one of those weeks. This is one of those weeks. So we have two cars, and one car doesn't start right now. We don't know why. The battery probably drained. Who knows? This too shall pass. This too shall pass. Okay. That just means tomorrow morning I have a very, very early day. Keith, I can't walk far, and the chief of staff said we should take a walk at lunch. And I said, where would you like me to walk to? Naughty Wednesday. He he was like, this elephant makes a perfect. Yes, yes, yes. It was Pugsley. It was Pugsley. Plus $15 takeout falafel, $10 for a bagel, and no, no. So drama city. So anyway, this bag has a con. I love this bag. It's a great top carry. Absolutely great top carry. But this is not long enough to be a crossbody for me. It's only a shoulder carry for me. And because this is leather, it's very smooth, awesome leather, it does not like to stay on my shoulders. But I can hold it as a top carry. It's great. So that's the one con. We're gonna actually take this, put this bag away. I'm going to show you the pouch I'm carrying, which I'm going to change out of. This is that Coach, the coffee shop. Apparently, there's 3 locations now. Craig said there's a location in New York that I didn't know about. There's one in New Jersey, New York, and Austin. The one in New York isn't on their website yet, but apparently it's open. So, until somebody updates the website. But this is the pocket satchel, and I love this bag. It's gone crazy. Lucky you get a coffee and a bagel for 10. Near my office, coffee can be eight to $9. Are you talking $8 to $9 for drip coffee or for like a latte? You know, I pay I think $5 for a drip coffee. So this bag is going on the shelf for a while because I'm mad at it. I had to fight with it all day today. It was not my friend. So where's my other bag? Where did I throw? Oh, there it is. So Dawn, my brother and sister-in-law, just moved to Northern Liberties, the neighborhood. Where did you get that? Oh, this pouch, Keith, is from the Coach coffee shop. You can only get this pouch at the coffee shop. Now, when I went there, I did not realize there was only 2 open in the country. So there's only one in Austin, and there's one in New Jersey, and there's one apparently open in New York that Craig knows where it is, but I don't know where it is. And so they're slowly opening more coffee shops. So the coffee shops are inside regular Coach stores, the boutique stores, not the outlets, as of right now. Your bag. Yeah, I cleaned that bag, but can you take the box away? Because he peed on it. I don't think anything else got damaged, but yeah, we'll just call roadside. That thing has 100% roadside with that Mobility Works, so we can just see what this weekend. We'll just have to go to early tomorrow. It'll be fine then. So you were lucky you were able to go to one out. Here's the thing. I didn't know that. I just saw an ad that it was open that about 3 weeks ago, and I had texted Deline, and I had said, Deline, hey, from Yoshia Lux, I said, let's go. And then, well, her and the Tres Amigas, they went Monday. I wasn't able to go because I work. So I, on Sunday, said, yeah, and the only reason I had been waiting was to go with them. And since they were going to go and I couldn't go, I just went. You know, Dawn says, Jackie, have you ever cleaned the silver tone hardware on a bag? If so, what do you use and how did you use? A jewelry polishing cloth, literally a silver jewelry polishing cloth. The tarnish is oxidation. If you use something very heavy like brasso, you are going to strip it. You do not want to use brasso on a non-brass metal. You can, I wouldn't recommend it, but most silver toned hardware, if you just take a regular jewelry polishing cloth, it should take care of that problem. It's just taking off some of that tarnish. So anyway, I did not realize that the Coach coffee shop was only 2. I saw an ad. I saw an ad. I'm like, oh yeah, Coach has a coffee shop because I know Ralph Lauren has a coffee shop and Louis Vuitton does, Tiffany does. I think Gucci has one, and the big places, right? So I didn't know. I did not know. I mean, who would have thought Austin, Texas would get a Coach coffee shop out of the 2 places in the country thus far, that it would be Austin. I didn't. We're coffee snobs. Y'all, coffee snob. So anyway, you'll be seeing a review on this because Dee Dee and Yoshia and well, which is Delane and Laura, they all went. So they're filmed. I don't know when they're filming it's gonna come out, but I bought this. I didn't post anything about it. I didn't post anything about um the trip. I didn't post anything on it. I didn't want to take away from their YouTube life because it's still a niche thing. I wanted to go. I wanted to see it. And after I saw it, I told James we never have to go again. And then that's when I found out there's only 2 locations. Was afterwards like, oh man, if I had known that, I would have told people I was going and I could have picked up pouches because these are $55 per pouch. You cannot buy them online. You have to get them at the store. So you have to get a courier. You have to pay someone to go shop and get it for you and mail it to you because that's the only way you're going to get one, unless you happen to live in Austin, or the place in New Jersey. But I have a feeling they're opening more and more of these, so I wouldn't rush to get these. I really do think this is going to become the new normal. It was a very popular. The coffee shop was popular. The coffee wasn't that great, y'all. It wasn't that great, but it was cute. It was cute, and I'd do it again. I will spend $5 on a coffee all day long. Yeah, Dawn, I haven't lived in a city environment for like 30 years. Was the coffee overpriced? The coffee here in LB being basic, but they put the logo $20. Okay, no, the latte I got at the Coach outlet or Coach store, the large 16-ounce coffee, which was a latte, was $5.50, which is the normal price for a cup of coffee here in Texas. Actually, it's a pretty good price. If you pay more than $5.50 or $6 for a latte, you're adding stuff to it. I just get a basic latte or drip coffee. Dang, and they're on eBay for $125 plus shipping. Yeah, no. These are $55. The coffee cup is $35. This is $55. The tote bag is I think $85 or $95. I didn't look at the prices for the t-shirts. I honestly did not know I was walking into like exclusivity. I just thought I was going to go get a cup of coffee and get a little pouch because I'd seen the pouch. I'd seen the merch on other YouTubers, not YouTubers, but like Instagram. Jennifer cannot wait to leave the city, says Dawn. Yeah, I don't want to live back in well, I work in Austin, which is a big city, y'all. Well, big-ish, because I started off in San Antonio. San Antonio has like 1 million people. So that's even bigger. So I came from big and went to small, and I work in the medium, you know. Does your pouch have Austin under the logo? No, it doesn't. It doesn't have the Austin. It says New York City. It says the Coach coffee shop, New York City. It doesn't actually have Austin. I wish it did have Austin on it. That would be awesome. That would be really. Oh, I should tell you guys. Um, one of the things about this bag that makes me kind of wonder. I think I have a first generation of this bag. It's supposed to have Mad Bag embossed right here, and it doesn't. So there's actually 0 branding on this bag where the new stuff will show an embossed Mad Bag brand somewhere. So I kind of think this is like a first gen bag because, as I said, this company's only been around for 2 years. You know, Ugh, it's so heavy. You're not my friend. I will pet your head. I know you missed us. I have to be kind to the Pugsley. Oh, and I did something so ridiculous, y'all, ridiculous. My sister, my twin, because she went live with me on Saturday, has decided that you guys are awesome. She loves Winnie. Winnie sent her clothes. Winnie is her BFF for life because Jennifer loves clothes more than anything. And Winnie introduced her to Ralph Lauren jeans and Lucky Brand jeans. Lucky Brand jeans are now my sister's hands down favorite jeans of all time, and she loves them. And it's Winnie's fault. So Winnie gave her some pants. So then she came and did live, and then we were looking at her haul, and she got to talk about fashion, which she loves, and she was like, oh my gosh, this is the best ever. Your friends are so nice. I'm like, well, we're talking about things we love. Of course we're nice. We're talking about what we love, which is stuff. It's fashion, it's jewelry, it's clothes, it's all the things we love. And then my sister was like, I want to go live with you more often. I'm like, well, you can. I have this, I just have to send you a link and you can go live with me whenever you want. Actually, we were supposed to do a test live today, but I was too busy and I forgot. And I'm hoping she forgot because she'll yell at me if she remembers. She's like, what? You're supposed to go live? I'm like, yeah, you're supposed to go live. So anyway, so all of that to say, I sent Jennifer my Monday live after the live because she was bugging me. So on Tuesday, I sent her the live from Monday, totally 1000% forgetting that in that live, I opened up Jennifer's Christmas, our birthday gift. Absolutely did not remember I had done that because I am so used to my family never watching my lives that it doesn't even occur to me that I can't just share everything. It is on the interwebs. So I send her the link. She's watching my live. After the fact, it's no longer live. So she texts me because she's on spring break, right? So she texts me, "Oh my God, Jackie, I love my birthday bag." I'm like, "Oh no. Like, I did not do that. Like, I can't believe I did that. I was keeping it a secret. I was like, oh." And I'm like, "Well, I'm happy you like the bag." Like, I cannot believe. And she was like, "Jackie, you're so much fun on your lives." I'm like, "Yeah, because I can talk. And I love bags." And she was saying, "You know so many things about bags." Y'all, she does not realize how much I love bags. She does now because she listened to that live. She had time. She was driving to doctor's appointments, so she threw my live on. And because I read I try to read all of the chats. You don't have to read the chats to listen to my live after the live, which is one of the limitations to lives because if you're interacting with the chats, it's like, oh. So Jennifer with Jackie, have you ever said when you opened it you were safe because she would never watch it? Yes, I know, I know, I know. And who sent her the link? I did. Like a moron. Like you moron. I can't believe you did this. You ruined the surprise. It doesn't matter. She'll forget. But no, she's flat out has seen her gift. She goes, bag. I'm like, now I am now obligated not to lose it or misplace it in the hoard so that it makes it to her. Because she will not forgive me if I don't find that bag for her at Christmas time. If I say, "Oh, I don't know where I put it," that's not gonna fly now. You know, there has been times in my bag in my birthday um gifting buying career where I have bought something, have put it somewhere away so well I can't find it, and I have found it 3 years later to gift them, whomever it was, 2 or 3 years after I bought it because I finally found it. She said it doesn't matter. She'll forget. Yeah, Jennifer always forgets. She does. Jackie, you know so much about a lot of things, always learning random stuff from you. Well, I don't think I know a lot. I really don't. I think I'm kind of normal, but my sister says you have our grandmother's memory. Jackie, you remember everything. I'm like, no. And then I'll proceed to tell her about something that happened 20 years ago. And she's like, uh-huh. Yeah, remember, Jennifer doesn't remember part of her 20s, and I remember all of her 20s. Like, Jennifer, if you want to know about your 20s, you just ask me. I'll tell you. It's like, I remember. Which she's like, what? It's like, you remember when you were dating XYZ? I hated that person. And she's like, you remember that person? I remember their name. Yeah, yeah. So, but can I remember how to do fractions? Can I remember how to do ratios the way I need to do ratios to reduce them for map scale? That's what I need to remember. Technical jargon for numbers because of my dyslexia, I invert a lot. So I always have to verify anyway. I have to double check that this is the right formula that I didn't flip something. Anyway, yeah. Jackie, I love to gift, but I do forget gifts. Oh yeah, right. I forget gifts. My sister, you know how many times my twin has said to me, Jen will say, Jackie, I bought you the coolest thing. I'm like, but I'm not giving it to you. I'm like, what? I'm keeping it for your birthday. And since birthday and Christmas are in the same month for us, she might find something in January and she'll put it away for 12 months She loses it, y'all. She has done this so many times because I bought so much stuff for you, Jackie. And then she'll like, I can't find any of your gifts, Jack. Like, I know. You put them somewhere safe and you can't find them. She's like, yeah. So I said, you need to get a box for gifting and put everything in there that's gifted. Sometimes with my twin, she for a couple years she would actually come to my house and wrap all her kids' gifts because I don't care where they put the gifts in their house. It could be anywhere in their house. Their kids will see it and find it. And then so this past year, they didn't do it in my house because I live too far away. She didn't want to drive them over here. She hid them in grandma's house. Well, guess who found their gift early at grandma's house? Mr. Connor did. So um, Connor comes up, look at what I found at grandma's. And then Jen's like, oh, you mean you found your birthday gift at grandma's? I mean, if looks could kill, she looked at her husband like, how did Connor get his birthday gift at grandma's early? So funny. Kids will find it. So anyway, but Jennifer loses stuff. She just loses. She just forgets. She goes, I bought you this. I bought you that. And then sometimes the worst of it is, she'll say, "Oh, I bought you this awesome bag." And next thing, hey, remember that bag you said you got me? Where did you put it? And she's like, "Oh, I bought that for you. I forgot I gave it to Brandy." Like, you gave a bag to Brandy? And she's like, yes, and not me. No. Like, fine. So I don't take anything seriously when it comes to my twin. She does this all the time. I mean, this has been, and I have always been that person that spills the beans. Like, literally, I don't even think this. I cannot lie to save my life. I cannot act. I cannot tell a falsehood. I can't gamble. I can't do any of that stuff, y'all. This was happening when we were in college still. My dad, had bought Jennifer a gift for Christmas, and so anyway, it was so funny because we're sitting there at lunch with the ladies, and we're young adults. We're in college with some friends at some tea house, and we're talking about blah blah blah. And I'm talking, oh yeah, but and then Jen said something about, oh, I hope I get this for my Christmas gift, blah blah blah. I said, oh, yeah, Dad bought that for you, blah blah. I said, pretend you never heard that. I totally outed my dad. Nobody tell me secrets. They are not secret with me. I will forget their secrets. Marilla says, for those interested, the quilted tabby 26 in silver went on clearance at Dillard's today. What? Oh, is that crinkly tabby? That really pretty. I like that. That's the 195, 192. Dillard's has some good sales, y'all. I have my only tabby I ever purchased directly came out of a Dillard's. Um, yeah, I got a soft tabby way back when it came in a turquoise suede with also more of a green turquoise with leather, so the suede leather. I love that. I love that. I wanted that in the wristlet and I missed it out, and I can't do it. I can't. Okay. I love the tabby. The tabby does not love me. Every one I've had, only the soft tabby has actually stayed on my shoulder and done well because it has a single compartment. Any other of the tabbies, like the regular tabbies, the quilted tabbies, the box tabbies, the whatever tabbies are called. There was a tabby messenger bag for a hot minute that really worked for me, but they disappeared because Coach breaks your heart that way. Right now there's 2 bags from Coach I am desperately wanting. I do not need them. I need nothing. I want the Gotham 24, I think it's called, either in the blue denim in men's collection or in the camo, which Saya, by the way, has. That I need to talk to him about how awesome that bag is. And then the other one I really, really want is the Juliet Large, but they only have it in the white, black, and I think brown, and I really want it in a color. If I don't get it in a color, I want to get it in um white. By the way, Steph, you bought the camo. Did you get the camo Gotham? That bag is so adorable. It is blue leather or the green leather with green camo canvas. It is so cool. I like the men's collection bags because they tend to be a little longer with the strap. They're more generous. So Those are the only bags I can buy from Coach that work for me, hands down, every time, are the men's collection. I need those extra inches for them to fit around my roundness. And Steph says she loves it. That so Steph, you and Saya are 20. You both have the same bag. The lowest I've seen was 330. This is too low. Great deal. Well, Morella, did you get it? Tell me you bought it. Um, Dawn says, Jennifer, there's a good restaurant, but I don't go in city center. Parking is awful and really expensive, and I don't like to park on the street because they ticket like crazy. Yeah. I am that person that if there's not convenient parking, I don't go. If there is a line I have to stand in, I'm not going there. I'm not buying it. I don't want it. You know, my back hurts. I have metal in my spine. It reminds me all the time. I know that if I do something like stand in the line and like do that, I'm going to be paying for it for days. For days. So I have to really be judicious in what I choose to do with my movement and mobility. I do need to move. I do need to walk and do things, but standing in line is like a new form of torture. Or I should say a classic form of torture. I want to show you guys a bag. So I did a members exclusive video that was supposed to come out today, but I hit the timing wrong and it went out yesterday. So the unboxing is a members exclusive, but I'm still going to share it with you because it's just so awesome. The thing is, I don't think I'm ever going to find this bag ever again for the deal I found it for. I think I slipped under the radar, and I think everybody has now found out about it, and I am SOL when it comes to this is not the right. Where, oh, where? This is not the right thing. Please tell me I didn't throw away the right. Oh, there it is. Um, so eBay. So platforms are being if you pick the Mercari, there's a lot of it's the wild wild west out there. I would be very so far everything I've bought from them, like Dooney and stuff, they've been good, you know. Um Dooney is not something there was a time Doonies were faked a lot. They haven't been that time for a minute. So if you buy something relatively new, you can look for the hallmarks. You kind of know what you're buying. It's pretty much what it is, right? But man, don't look up Louis Vuitton on Mercari. There's a whole lot of $100 Louis Vuitton items that they're not Louis. You know, they might look like a Louis. They might say they're Louis. They're not Louis. They have to sell two cars because now their grandpa garage is just one car, so they are walking. Interesting. Um, Steph says I buy men's yes, LV collected quite a lot. I bought the LV Keep All by $1.25 in black and gray. I love the men's LV collections. I actually prefer I do not know why, but I really do like the male um designs that Coach does, and just in general, I always walk into the men's section of bags because there's something I like the utilitarianness, the style of them, the way they look. They seem to be there's I like them. I have always liked them. John says, Jennifer, there are, and you need at least one car because there's no supermarkets close by. I hate that. The desert of cities, all the buildings to work in, but nowhere to buy food. You don't need a car. Well, not you don't need a car. There's a lot of Coach fakes on my cart. Oh yeah, there's so many. I mean, it was like fake Fakertonville. I was like, well, this is scary. I wouldn't buy a Coach or a Louis anything off of Mercari, and I used to now. And so anyway, so when I've gone over to eBay, and I think a lot of people have gone over to eBay. So let me show you the bag I bought. Um, Me too. A big part of what I mostly wear black is so much that men's collection is black and gray. Yeah. This is Steph. Jennifer says, and when my sister drives into the office, my brother will be no car. Yeah. So this is the bag I bought. Now, when I put the bid on this, I never thought for 1,000 years I would win the bid for this bag. The opening bid for this bag was $130. This is a Louis Vuitton St. Jack, the large St. Jock or whatever, the large one, long strap shoulder bag. With shipping and tax and everything else, this came out to be right under $200. Or right at $200. I will never be able to find this bag again, even from the same vendor. I've looked at that vendor and everything since I got this, I have lost every bid. I do not know who was smiling down on me the moment to get this bag because yeah, it's an amazing bag. For opening bid for $130, I was like, guys, I've always wanted this one, this colorway in yellow because they all have this purple interior, which I've always loved. Um, yeah. So this is a very cool bag. Which I'm saying, it's like, I just wanted to share and show it to you. I'll use it eventually. I have one in blue. I now have one in yellow. I still can't believe I got that for $200 with shipping and delivery, all the stuff. Um, I know Luxational. The bag is phenomenal. It's phenomenal. I mean, there's some cracking on the handles. Yeah, there's some age on it. It's an old bag, y'all. It's not new. Um, I love the St. Jack bag. I think it's the most beautiful bag. One of the most beautiful bags Coach, blah, blah, blah. Louis Vuitton ever made. And I also love it in Epi. And I don't know if you saw the runway or whatever. There's some Epi bags coming out. I'm like, no, don't make the Epi popular again because I can't get these vintage bags. They're going to go up in price. They have some new bags coming out that are in Epi and they're really pretty. Oh, but man, I would love this bag in in green, and I would love it in red. I would love it in every color they made. Maybe not the brown. The Epi brown is kind of a reddish, burnish brown. It's not my favorite brown. It's a little too, not brown enough and a little bit too on the iron rust color of brown. Uh, oh yeah, I love it. I think why they stopped making that bag, I don't know. I don't know. I really don't know. It's like, why would you stop making one of the most beautiful bags ever? And I don't know why. I always find them in Japan. I always find them I don't know if it was a Japan exclusive or they just kept them there and used them there. I've never seen them really for sale in any other market other than from Japan. Like every time I found one, oh, it's in Japan. You know, Jackie Epi will never be popular too indiscreet. That's true. That's true, Dawn. That's true because there's not much more. I mean, the only thing that shows that this is a Louis, if you don't know, and not people don't know this because this is not a current style, right? This is the only branding and the V on the handle, and then the LV right here. You know, it's very subtle. It's very people don't like the texture feel of it because they say it's plasticky because it's very coated. But I love it. I love an Epi leather bag. I don't like Saffiano, but I love Epi. I also have Luxational gave me a Vernet bag in a little reedy tote. I like that one. Those ones are more delicate. They're really delicate. They're probably the most delicate. Vernet patent leather is like the most delicate. But if you have to if you like patent leather, the Louis Vuitton Vernis is the best because of the way they do the coating. It's multiple coatings. And I think a lot of the other versions, the newer versions, different versions, not Louis Vuitton version, it's a different process and it feels, no, it's cool. Elblond, that would be great. Applebaum says LV needs to make the Epi version of the corset bag. Oh, I love that bag. Um, I love Epi too. I don't baby my bags much. I can't baby my bags. I'm not careful. I drop things. I walk in the walls. I throw things in the car. When it becomes my precious, that's when I totally get rid of the bags, because when they become my precious, if I'm so worried, okay, here's a story. Story time. My grandmother, she was in her 80s. It was raining. She lived in Beaumont, Texas. Her patio was a very, like, 8 feet, actually more like 12 feet, stone patio, pebbled stones. Those pebbled stones can be very slick. Like, even though they had a ramp going down to the backyard, that back patio is not something you want to walk on in the rain. Well, it was raining. and her beloved precious plants were on the table sunning outside, and she wanted to bring the plant in because she wanted to make sure it didn't drown from the rain. So she was a little precious about that plant. Like, okay, I get it. It's a living thing. You love it. So she went to go get the plant. Well, she fell and she had an aneurysm. She did not pass. She was able to, um, she lived 2 minutes from the hospital. They were there. They got her back and going, but the after effects of an aneurysm is serious. And she had a stroke, and it took a long time to get rehab. And she was in her 80s, so she lived to be 98. So this is not a sad story. It's just a cautionary tale to say, don't be overly precious, you know, with things, because she was so worried about the plant. She lost her footing, and it's an accident, but she shouldn't have been out there to begin with. When we were very, very, very young, I was 12 or 13 years old, younger than that. I think actually I might have been 12. Um, my father, we were in the house, two-story house, Federalist style house, and I was in the kitchen, and I hear this crash, and this tumbling crash, 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 crash. Like, it sounded like a tree fell or something. Like, it was bad. I run out of the kitchen. I run into the living room, or run from the kitchen to the dining room into the landing, and I look, and the canister vacuum, the heavy Electrolux canister vacuum, was at the bottom of the stairs. My father is sitting at the top of the stairs, and he looked at us, and I looked at him like, "Are you okay?" My sister's like, "Are you okay?" Because she was in her bedroom. Like, is everything okay? And they're like, "Yes." I lost my footing, and I dropped the vacuum. Because if this ever happens to you, let go of the vacuum. I'm like, what? Don't try to hold on to something. They said, I said, what? He goes, if I had tried to not drop that and let that go down the stairs and tumble, and this is a metal heavy canister vacuum, guys, and worried about the vacuum or the stairs or the wall or whatever you're worried about, he goes, I would have injured myself if I had fallen down the stairs. So drop whatever you're holding. Take care of you. Don't worry about the other stuff. Don't worry about the thing. The thing you can buy again. And I said, okay. So I learned that lesson really young, several times, like many, many times, where it's like, don't hold things in so much regard that are inanimate. A plant is alive, but she shouldn't have been out at her age on the patio, living alone, to get a plant in a downpour on a slippery stone. She knew better. And she went out there anyway. So that's what I'm talking about. Like, I don't mean to be lectury or whatever, but that's why I kind of have this cavalier attitude. It's not because I'm a rich kid and I had all this stuff given to me and you don't care about what you have. Like, no, you care about what you have, but what's more important? What's more precious? The item or your safety? Safety first, people. So that's just my little PSA rant mode. I did not plan to do that. That was just came up out of the blue because people have asked. It's like, because I know I sound like really like, oh, she must not care. My mother does this a lot. She goes, you don't care about anything. You're just a rich, spoiled kid. I'm like, yeah, Mom, I'm your rich, spoiled kid. So, anyway, moving on. Don't mean to be all ranty, but that's why things are things. I love my dogs. The only thing I care about more than my dogs is my husband and my dogs, right? Like James right now is upset because our $30,000 car, actually $40,000 car that we still owe, is not working. I'm like, it's fine. We'll fix it. If it has to have something done to it, we'll fix it. It's a mechanical thing. It's okay. Yeah, save yourself first. And that's what they tell you, like in any emergency situation, if you don't save you first, you can't help anybody else. And that's emotionally, that's anything. That's anything. Like, if you can't, I'm not telling you to be selfish and a narcissist, but I am saying that if you don't take care of you, how are you supposed to take care of anybody else if you can't take care of you? Parents forget this a lot. They become so over involved with being a parent and taking care of their children, they forget about themselves and that they're a human and that they have a relationship with their spouse. So, I tell my sister this all the time, like, okay, don't lose focus of you and your husband because you have all the kids and all the kid duties and all the sports activities and all the homework and all the other stuff that you have to go on dates. You have to go do stuff because I've seen too many of my friends be so consumed with um, doing things and being parents, they forgot to be spouses. I don't have that problem because I just have fur babies. Yay. Um, but anyway, it's been a rough week. Rough week. When I say rough week, today was a great day because I actually got some stuff finished that deadline is tomorrow. So, well, not tomorrow, it's on Friday. I have a workshop. PSA, on Friday, I am going to be late. My live will be late. It will be live. I will have a live on Friday. It will just not be at 6:30. I'm going to be in North Austin until 5. If I even can get home by 7, I will be thrilled. So I will be going live, but I don't know what time I'll be going live. So don't worry about it. I will be live, just I don't know when. And so anyway, I just wanted to come on here and show you my most amazing bag ever and show you both of them, the Louis Vuitton and the Mad bag. I like the Mad bag. I would like to get another one. I would prefer, I think I would have liked to gotten one directly from the store because I do think this is a um first generation. They didn't have any branding in there. Makes me feel I'm not sure. But it's exactly that bag. It is totally that bag. I love this bag. So I think it's awesome. I'm going to keep using it and it's becoming my new computer bag for computer bags. It's formal enough to be fun and it's well made. And we'll see. Believe me, we will see how well made that bag is because if anybody can destroy that bag, it's going to be me with the amount of weight that is in there between the notebooks and the computer. Just the computer by itself is heavy. Forget anything else. Oh, someday I should weigh that computer. I have anyhow. I'm gonna go. It's unfortunately 8:22. I am gonna go to bed because I have to probably be at work tomorrow. I want to say by 7 because I think James has to be at his convention by 8. And it will be a very, very long day tomorrow. I will be alive on coffee. Um, yeah. So anyway, thank you so much for hanging out with me. Thank you for being my friends. Thank you for being my subscribers and my members. And yeah, and I'll see you. I won't see you tomorrow. Tomorrow will be a super long day. I'll be lucky if I don't have a 12-hour day, but I will see you guys on Friday. So anyway, bye everybody.